This is JD79. Yes. Um, I'm probably gonna have the rules here. I'm still disappointed and stuff like that, but there's something that's going to be coming up here. This is backwards compatibility rant part 8, and Sony has announced that they're bringing back PlayStation 2 games in HD in the collection since PlayStation 3 here. And you said last year that about the reason why you take off backwards compatibility is because people play PS3 games on the PS3 on the PlayStation 3. Is the reason why there's no need for that in the backwards compatibility. Sony, can you hear yourself? If people, if you say that people, if you say about that rule, it says people buy PlayStation 3 PlayStation 3 primary reason why that you play PlayStation 3 is the reason why I bring backwards compatibility. No, I think that you brought back. I think that you took off the backwards compatibility is because you want to chug more money out of consumers' pockets by re-releasing PS2 games again on the PS3 on the system. And yet you haven't put a firmware yet that allows consumers to play the PlayStation 2 games I already own on the PlayStation 3. It should be up to the consumer's choice, not you, to say what format of PlayStation 2 games I can play in the PlayStation 3. Now, it doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a HD or a PS3 shell that contains the PlayStation 2 patched up into the PlayStation 3. If you put a PlayStation 2 formatted to HD, the one I bought, the PlayStation 3 collection, to a PlayStation 3, no, that's not. You're not playing a PlayStation 3 game on the PlayStation 3. You're playing a PS2 polished up game on the PlayStation 3. That's what it basically is. Can you hear yourself, Sony? I think the reason why you're bringing backwards compatibility off the system is so that you want to take games away, and it's making it so inconvenient so that people who already own that game wants to buy it in the system. People do not want to buy the game all over again just to play it on the PlayStation 3. And I don't care if it's on HD anyway. I mean, you can upscale it or anything like that. Now, you have firmwares, you can have patches onto it. Sony, and I'm just gonna have to tell you right this. I'd rather just buy a PS2 system for $69.99, and if I own this game and play play all the PS2 games I get without having to buy them all over again for the PlayStation 3. I mean, I don't think it's going to look any better. I mean, you're just probably upscaling it to 3D or like that. I mean, I've seen the game like, you know, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. There are some, you know, I've seen these glitches and stuff. You can like play on the PSN download, stuff like that. I mean, guys, if you have a 60 gigabyte system, stick with the system and play games like that. And just don't feed Sony's greediness and stuff like that. If you want to buy a PS2 games like that and wait until it comes out of it, by all means, I mean, you can get a used PlayStation 2 Slim and buy these games again if you already have it, or like that. I mean, Sony should be making money on creating actual new games instead of taking our games away and putting it again. I mean, it should be up to consumers' choice and stuff. I like to focus my money on newer creations and like that. And yes, I'm a retro gamer. I like to buy Super NES and 8-bit NES games and stuff like that. But I think it's time for Sony to release a firmware update that allows us to play the PS2 games I already own to the PlayStation 3. And people are saying, put Final Fantasy 12 on the PlayStation 3 on the compatibility sense over here. The fact is, I already own Final Fantasy 12. I already own Final Fantasy 10. I mean, come on, Sony. If you're putting a PlayStation 2 re-release for the PlayStation 3 here formatted, it's still a PS2 game. So don't tell me, Sony, that people play, so that the reason why you remove backwards compatibility is because based upon our bull crap statistics, people buy PS3, the people play PS3 games as the primary reason of buying a PS3 console. I mean, come on, Sony. Put the backwards compatibility back on the system. Release the firmware and stuff, or at least this. I mean, I suggest you doing for the next update on your system. You know, at least put backwards compatibility. I mean, I don't care if it's 95%. I don't care if it's not 100%. I mean, or 95. You can make a software for it to make a backwards compatibility to 95% thing here. And I don't think these emotion engine graphics synthesizer chips are there. You had a patent before on doing emulation similarity on the PS3. Now, if that's the case, if you're really doing that, just put backwards compatibility. Use the patent that you brought in last year and use it, because those so-called PS2 collections and like this, it's just unappealing to me. I'm interested in, and of course, yeah, the PS2 games are an excellent game here, but I still have it, and you know, I like to play it. Because I say this, you already have Final Fantasy 12. People already have Final Fantasy 12, and that's why I'm not interested as of now on these 3D remakes of PS2 games. And the primary reason why I'm not interested is because the PlayStation 3 Slims are incompatible. The PS2 games are incompatible with PS3 Slims is the primary reason why I'm not going to get the HD remakes. It should be up to the consumer's choice, not you. Not your choice on what games are going to be on the PlayStation 3. And that's what I have to say about it tonight. This is JD out. And of course, I mean, oh yeah, it's probably one of those few reasons why it's over here. But stay tuned. I'll still be doing some uploading on the Blip TV later on here. I just had to make this up as a continuation of my backwards compatibility rants, and yeah.